Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences, raw conversations, one destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. You walk right past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight.
Good morning, 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 good morning. I'm singing today because it is, why not? Right? It's better than crying. It's better than complaining. And it's a great way to start the day. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. How was your holiday weekend? Ours was very different around this house. We were packing up. I hear people upstairs right now because they're about to demo the whole first floor. And it starts today. And I'm going up there to, hopefully I'll be able to pull it off. I've always wanted to do that when they show those flip this house and all that stuff. Plus, you know, I am kind of passive aggressive in my own kind of way sometimes, but I just want to see what it feels like. Just sling that sledgehammer and start it off, right? So just like that, that's the bell of purpose, everybody. I ring it on purpose throughout the broadcast. It's not a gimmick. It's not a show prop, if you will. I refer to it more of as being a reminder, because you know the truth, just like that bell, it has a ring to it. So when some truth is out there, I'm going to ring it. Dr. Lauren's going to ring it so that you can come running. I know you guys are busy doing all kinds of things, especially getting back to work after this long weekend. So welcome to the show. Here is my sidekick. She's here every day and has been for 9 years. Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo in the house, y'all. And that's my girl. I'm going to tell you this. We spent so much time packing up for this event. And very excited about it. You know, I don't care what they say. Getting older is great. It is fun because you can start doing all the shit. You finally get done, finished doing stuff for everybody else. And you say, you know what? I'm going to do some stuff for me. Huh? Can I get an amen? I'll kick it off. There's one right there. There's one right there. Listen, I'm cutting the monologue short today. I don't have any announcements. Well, I do. I'll get back to you. Real quick recap. Everything's going well. Sanjeev Chopra and I are in rehearsals as we speak, getting ready for I'm so excited about this, Happiness, Joy, and Bliss tour. We're going to be taking it across corporate America, and that's going to kick off sometime this fall. Also, doing a September event in Charlotte, North Carolina, with our guest today's mutual friend. I know he's going to be there. Michael Fabber's in the house tonight, and we're going to be at the Unbound event. I'm going to try to drag him there. This guy. Listen, Martha Glory, y'all remember her. She's been here many times, a cult survivor, the founder of Cult X, the book Glory, all in. Man, she put me up on this guy. And I'm gonna tell you, this is how I refer to it. When Martha would leave me, because she coaches with me, right? When Martha would leave me, it was like she left the car wash. I was like, oh, that's good. I hope she remembered to vacuum, right? Don't forget to stop by the vacuum cleaners. They're free right out front. And then next thing I know, before she can even get over to the vacuum cleaner, she's had the whole thing detailed. I'm like, did you bring a detailer with you, Martha? How'd this happen? She goes, oh, I was over at Michael Fabber's event. I'm like, Michael, who? That was the last time I asked that question, because once you put me up on it, you know how it is. One of those things where you say you can't, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. Well, when it comes to Michael Fabber and his events, and everything he does, you're very grateful for that. So without further ado, because we got this different kind of show today, let's get him in here, you guys. Put some hearts on the screen, won't you? It's our virtual way of saying welcome. And also, if you're from the hood, get that ass in here.
What's
I
up?
know. Don't even get me started. You know what? I'm happy you're here. How are
Me
you,
too.
Michael Fabber? I'm so honored.
I couldn't think of a better place to be.
Oh, well, I could. Fiji. I'm not kidding. I used to say it all the time. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world except maybe Fiji. I'm a Survivor fan. You ever watch that show?
Oh, yeah. One of our good dear blue and green brothers applied for that show every year. It's like,
I know. Do y'all remember back in the day? It was 18. Was it 8? I think it was 18. I made it all the way to the sleep study part.
Dang.
Yeah, and then they found out I need a knee replacement. Oh, please get that done and reapply. Of course, I was on the brink of being too old then, and because they got a thing about that. Or at least that's what we tell her. I still have my audition tape right here on my computer. But they love you.
I'm all right.
Huh?
I wouldn't survive. So no, we
Right,
need real players in that game.
That's the thing with me. That's the thing with me with the food. When I
foodie.
get hungry, boy, look, Betty White, hangry. That ain't what your girlfriend said. Right. So listen, I'm so excited you're here. I leave for about 60 seconds and let you just lay it on them. Just tell them what you woke up with on your heart today. Because I know you carry a lot, but you throwing it out there. You're making it rain with content and just changing lives. So I'm gonna dip out. You get started. Take the time you need. I'm gonna check in with the guys upstairs real quick and come back in, and we'll get started. Sound good?
You got it.
Okay, all you take it away.
All right. What is up, everybody? Good morning. I see some people. I want to give some shout outs. Robert, Allegra in the house, part of the Blue and Green, Havana's 13. Mike, great name. You know what I'm saying? Great name. Mary, what up? Roxy, part of the Blue and Green. You're here as well. Love it. I love seeing the Blue and Green represented. When I say the Blue and Green, we mean the Unleashed. As part of Unleash You Now, the family. It's great to see you. I love that you're here. If you're here, it means that you want to grow. You want to get better. You want to change. You want to hear things. You want to be part of something. Those are all important parts of getting to the next level, of getting deeper connections, of having better relationships. All the things that we look for and we want and we fight for to be able to have a better existence in which we all want, to be connected to something deeper than ourselves. Like I said, what's up? Matthew Arouse in the house. If you don't know Matthew, you got to know Matthew. The power of get. He's one of the most brilliant minds, one of the best speakers you'll ever see. He dropped the Blue and Green 2 part of the Unleashed. Appreciate you, bro. But when you're here taking this chance, you took a chance on yourself. Like Dr. Lawrence, amazing doing what he's doing, but you had to take the energy to be here, to be in this room, to be able to have this wisdom, to be able to have these convos, to be able to change your life. And that's how life changes. So know you're doing the first part, you're showing up. The first part to winning, you got to show up. So thank you for showing up. I can't wait to see how this goes. And Don, what up, bro? He said good morning. Sorry. Yeah.
Good morning. Now, I could be wrong, but something tells me if you just turn your head like this, just so if I got right by that earbud thing and could put something underneath it, I have a feeling I could peel that whole beard right off. Is that Elite press-on beard?
It is 100%. It's actually attached to the hat. It's attached to the hat. Just put it on. It's my cape.
Hey, do they have something like that?
I want to invent it though.
Oh, you should. Hurry up.
Someone said at one of the events, they should give it to everyone at the event so the crowd looks like a bunch of me's.
I told you, but see, here's the deal. People are going to get you confused with Ginger Billy.
Well, I've been called worse.
I know. I've been talking about Ginger Billy. Man, we can only hope to have as many followers as Ginger Billy, right? So let me ask you something for real. Is it true redheads have more fun? I've been hearing that shit since the 60s.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Is it true?
Yeah. Look at us.
Okay. Is it true redheads have tempers?
I mean, this one does.
Do you really?
Let's
talk about that. That's where we're starting. Mike. Right. Okay. Because oftentimes the thing that we can face early on, like right now, was the thing that had its grip on us the tightest for the longest. I know it was with me. I was holding on to some anger. I mean, I fly off like that. Tell us about yours a little bit and what'd you do to turn that around? How'd you harness it and learn how to use it as a superpower?
Couple of things. I don't think it's like I always love when someone's like this one thing. I always think it's a series of things. And
a series of things. You're right.
Look at the one thing and we're like, that must have been it, but really it was a series.
Yeah.
Well, first I got tired of being angry all the time. Second, I learned that a lot of my anger came from being hurt. It wasn't really anger. I wasn't mad. I just didn't know how to deal with being hurt.
Right? Hurt by others or hurting yourself or a combination of both?
I think a little bit of everything. Life, others, myself. And how I grew up, men, we were taught we weren't hurt. We were angry because that was manly.
Yeah.
All right. So it started early where I thought that was like that's the manly thing. If we're mad, man.
Yeah.
And then not being able to communicate how I felt about certain things.
Not
the hurt
being
I
able
had,
to, or didn't know how to, or a combination of both.
Probably a combination of both.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can
I ask real quick?
Yeah.
Was it like this in your culture? Huh?
I said you can have something you want. It's your show.
Well, because I can get real with you. I can tell.
I
feel like if we had grown up in the same time frame in the same area, we probably would have got, whippings together, put on punishment together. We'd have throw some shit up, right?
It's been fun.
So let me ask you something. When was it in your early days that you saw how the other people lived and said, you know what? I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna do something with. I mean, even before we knew what we were talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? I have a feeling you studied people when you were little, like I did. Did you?
I was observant.
You were observant.
Yeah, I was an observer.
You know what I love about how I knew that? Because we have the same sort of thing, and I'm gonna show some clips. Our events. When I watch the clips from your events, and I've got a doozy here. Tell people about this event you have that when Martha described the energy, I was like pissed that I had not. How do I not know this person? How do I not know about this event? And get me in. That's what I told her. Can you get me an audience? Right. Seriously.
Appreciate that.
So tell us about the event.
We tried to have personal and professional girls meet Woodstock. Why I say that is like, there's a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
But Woodstock is known as Woodstock. It's not known as a concert, even though that's what it was.
Got that right.
Right. So I would say like we want to be the Woodstock of. So we don't want to be another event. We want to be a different experience. All right. So we're an experience, and everything we do is geared to creating that experience. Literally the music, the lights, we make it look like a rock concert. We want that energy. We don't want it to be like, here's another speaker, and have that energy, because that's a different energy. Your face gave it away, right? Like that's a different energy. So I think one of the first things we come in going, we're going to create this experience or an opportunity to have it, right? Because we can't make someone have this experience. They got to decide, right? They have to walk in the door. They have to be open to receiving what's being said, right? They have to have an open heart. They have to have an open soul to be able to connect to things and build on that, right? So all we can do is lay the foundation, right, and create the surrounding, and then they have to jump in. And that's why, like, some people will be like, man, that event changed my life. I'll never be the same. And some people will be like, I don't really get the big deal. And if the event was the same, it's how you can be how you were willing to receive it. Is going to be the difference maker. And that's why you never take credit for someone's transformation or change during anything you do, is because they got to do their part. Right? We do I always say, I got to do my part regardless.
You got
and
that
then hope you do yours.
Yes, I agree. 1,000. Look, I have this right. And I tell people when they come for coaching, I'm like, look, if you believe something is real, then it's real. Because if it's real to you, it's real. So if you believe a magic wand is what you need, well, here it is. This is my version of it. I don't know what I will do, whatever. I speak in tongues, whatever you need me to do. But then it's on you to do what has to be. It's like a seatbelt. You see, a lot of people come into the work we do thinking it's a shoestring tying experience, if you know what I mean. And how many times have you done, remember that shoe, that one where every 10 minutes that thing come, I put double knots in it. Let me see you come loose again. And then 10 minutes later, it's like, I came loose. And I'm like, you know what? I want to take the shoe off and just throw it, right? But with purpose, there's no more shoestring experiences. They're like seatbelt experiences. Have you ever been driving, Michael, and your seatbelt just came loose? Unhooked itself. No,
not illegally safe cars. No.
That's the kind of opportunity I think you're talking about. So talk about the people you serve. What do they look like? Who are they?
Oh man, they're the best of the best.
The green and blue,
the blue and green, the green and blue, all of it, man.
You didn't think
they? Oh, you got it. Come on, cat's full of it.
I'm serious.
we rally, man. The people, I'm blessed. I was like, people will meet me first and they're like, "Oh, you're all right. Like, you're kind of cool. I want to get to know you better." And then they get to know the people in the community, and then they're like, "Mike, you kind of suck, but the people are great." Right. And I'm okay with that. Right. I'm like, yes, you're right. Go. Love them. They're phenomenal. They want to make the world a better place. They want to change the world. I call them empowering entrepreneurs. Right. Even if they don't have a business, they have the entrepreneur spirit and mindset. They want to change the world. They want to help somebody. They want to solve something for somebody and be there for somebody else. Right. Like to hear about legacy and impact, not just income, but income too, because you know we got to be able to afford to do what we do and want to do it. Right. And be able to reach further. Right. But their heart, man, they're nothing like it. They're the ones that change the world. And I'm just glad to be around.
I got to chill when you said that. Felt like something was holding me by my feet in Freon. No, seriously, I have a vetting process. You know, when they say the truth has a ring to it, that's, you know, it doesn't mean the ring is just audible. You can feel that mug too.
Oh yeah, you feel
what I'm talking about. That's why we have intuition, instinct, all that stuff. Look, I want to, because they're moving around up there. I better not hear a sledgehammer hit a wall before I get up there.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pick the right day for that.
Have you ever done that? A demo? You've wielded a sledgehammer?
Yes.
At a wall?
Yep. And a car.
Okay, that's another show.
Good times.
Kill Carrie Underwood. You know that song? Right. Right. I'm trying to show, okay, I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to try, which one am I looking for here? Hold on. First, you guys, take a look at this. While you're looking at the Movement Maker Live 2024 sizzle, Michael, set it up. And then I'm going to go upstairs. And when we come back from your video, I'll be upstairs ready to sling that hammer.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Let's get it.
I know. Okay, so set it up. What are they going to take a look here?
All right, so you're going to see where it really happens. So the last couple of years, we've been in Nashville, Tennessee at the Gaylord. This is where the magic happens. These are the amazing speakers and amazing attendees, the energy in the room. You're going to see some blue and green, of course. And this is where it happens. This is where the magic happens.
All right.
So get ready and witness some amazing transformation.
Okay, here we go.
We idolize perfection so much. I want to impress you with the things that I have. I want you to experience my heart.
Get my mic. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you something. One thing I can tell, I'm gonna go back downstairs real quick so that I can get that off the screen. Well, no, you guys can watch. I'll do that when I go down. Listen, one thing I know about you already. And now a lot of event planners or people who do what we do would say, that's one long ass sizzle reel. But I know what you're doing there. You're like me. You want all of the people that you love to have their moment. You can't leave anybody out. Oh, what about how many times did you have to edit? So and so ain't it right?
This year's actually longer.
What's that?
This year's 2025 was actually longer.
It's longer than 24s?
Yeah.
That just means there's more people their service. So I applaud it. The energy. And then when I get back down in the studio, I'm going to show a little bit from the next impact because, dude, it's undeniable what we see happen at these events. I'm going to turn the camera around and is that Ed?
That's me, baby.
Oh, hey, Ed. They've been here before, clearly. So which wall what am I going to destroy?
Cabinet?
A cabinet?
Right here.
Okay, I'm turning this around.
Here, you want me to hold the...
Years of pent-up aggression. Yes. Okay, so where am I? Why? Should I have goggles or something?
You should, yeah. Put your glasses on. That will help a lot.
Okay. This is heavy. How much is this?
Probably 10 pounds.
What if it doesn't crack or something? Should I practice? Turn away. Okay, here we go. Officially, demo is going to be officially open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a dream I did
Hit it down.
this. Came off and hit the refrigerator.
Hit it. Hit it. Down.
Hit it down.
Hit it down. Yeah, that'll be some impact there.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
This way?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
No, I wouldn't go that way. How about you hit the bottom one on that side?
Okay. Mo, you're a bad influence.
There you go.
You don't want to say those screws?
Nope. Have at it. Yeah, nice.
Throwing some things. Yeah.
That,
Get that anger out.
he dented the fridge. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Have a good one. Say goodbye, everybody. Hi, Ed. That's Ed, y'all. Okay, back down we go. Thank you, guys. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna mute.
You look like a natural, just down there swinging. Break some things. It looked like you've done that before. I think you're lying to us saying you never did that before. If you think he looked like a natural, you let him know he looked like a natural swinging that thing.
You know what?
He's done it before.
You know what's interesting? I felt like I was, when you're a kid, you go and throw toilet paper in somebody's tree or something, and you try to run, all that mischief, mayhem.
Yeah. You can tell your initial reaction after you hit that was to move.
Yeah.
You look like you were fighting. Get
I was
out.
ready to run.
Yeah, I can
It
tell.
just didn't feel right. I
Uh,
remember a time. Man.
all natural, man. You look like old natural, though. It look like you've done that some things. You've hurt some people's property before. I can tell.
You know, I'm gonna tell you that for people who do that work all day, every day, mad respect.
Oh, go connect with my boy Justin Danforth. Dude is,
I saw it. Wasn't he just on that stage?
yeah, dude is nuts.
Is he?
Man, he's so strong. It's insane.
Can we go somewhere real quick? Hi, everybody out there. Thank
Let's
you.
roll.
I had to have that moment just so one day I can say I did it. Let's talk about this. I know, and we don't mention names or anything like that, but it's just like when my husband and I looked through our wedding book, right?
Mhm.
I was like, why we spend so much money on that thing and we look at it once every 10 years? Anyway, when we go through there, we go, they not in our life anymore.
Oh, hell yeah.
She not in our life anymore. Whatever happened to him? That kind of stuff. Half the people that were at our wedding, we don't even know anymore. And so when I look at events,
that's the best part. The worst part is like, what was I even thinking? What were we doing?
Let's talk about that.
Let's
talk about people that we outgrow and people that
Martha's nervous right now.
Huh?
Martha's nervous for us right now.
Martha's nervous for us?
Yeah, you can tell Martha's nervous right now. I was talking about this.
Why?
Because we're gonna get to it. We're meat and potatoes. We're not gonna be dressing. We're meat and potatoes.
You know
we're gonna get to it.
Right. Martha is our Mrs. Garrett. Remember from the Fact of Life? The Fact of Life. Mrs. Garrett. Now, Joe. Right. Hi, Martha. We love you. Let's talk about, because listen, that's why we do it. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Didn't we just say the other day, I'm sick and tired of people coming to us smelling like they just ran out of, the Poseidon Adventure. No, that was water. The Towering Inferno. Towering Inferno.
No, I'll take it. I don't like water, so I'm with you. I'm like, no, water's scary.
Well, they come burned. I got burned. This, a lot of people promise a lot of things, Michael. And a lot of people come to those events and they come to those people with fumes, running on fumes. And it's not even about the people, it's about their credit cards, or it's about something else, or it's about, let's talk about that. What is it that makes you so vested and so protective? You're like me. You better mess with the rock stars, mess with the people in this family. You're messing with the wrong ones. I'm just saying. So talk about why you are so fiercely protective of the culture that you all have created together.
I think there's a couple reasons. One, I mean, if you don't have the culture, what do you have? Right? Like if you don't have culture, if you don't have something to fight for, something that feels good being part of, if you don't have that, what do you got? All right. So I think one thing is the culture is key. It's always the cause above us all. Like it's always us. If it's not us, then it's not us. You know what I mean? So I think the key is knowing that this is worth fighting for and creating something worth fighting for. Right? Because if not, then why would anyone fight for it? All right. The other thing is like you can attack me all you want. I'm cool with that. Right? Like I'll probably laugh at you a little bit, right? Because we both probably really know, so it's okay. But you got my people. Like one, I think that's real weak. I think that's a weak attack, right? And that needs to be squashed immediately. But also, you got to know that if you think you can just go at somebody and they're not going to have anyone that has their back, that you're going to freely attack. Right? I want you to know that's not the case. You're going to have to know that if you go at them, you're going at me too. And they're above it, but I'm not. Right? My people are above that.
So there's that. Now, what about the other part? This is another piece too, and it breaks our heart. I know, and I speak for both of us, but you tell me how you feel about it. Those people that, sometimes, and when they, let's say like the events we do, we look at them like the ark. People get on the ark. but then they jump off the ark because, ain't not a drop of rain yet. Come back, and they get off the ark and they go back out into the wild when they're not. And you have to let them go because it has to be their idea. And let me ask you this: do you ever have to remind yourself not to chase people down?
Not as much anymore.
Was that a problem, or was that?
Yeah, of course. You want to save everybody. You want to help everybody.
Want to save everybody,
especially when you start like understanding what you can do and how you can do it, and you're like, no, you need this. No, you need this. No, you need this. It can really help you. It can really. There's a bunch of people I see that I'm like, this will help, but I always think I listened to the guy that has the most saves in the Coast Guard speak once. I say that story often, but he was asked pretty much how do you decide who to save, right? The guy was being the interviewer was being a little bit of a dick, and he's like, you got to play God. How do you pick who to save? And the guy was like, well, that wasn't it. It was that the first time he went out, he hesitated, right? And you can't hesitate as a rescuer, right? They'll take you off the chopper. Right? They'll put you in the office. You can't have fear there, or you can't let it control you, at least. So he couldn't say that, oh, man, I froze. So he threw the basket and the vest in there, tied to the ropes that go up to the helicopter to save people. And when he did that, he said he saw people start swimming to it. So he jumped in and went to them first. He said because they knew they wanted to be saved. Right? He said the one hanging onto a light post or a pole or something in the water trying to float, the one swimming away, they didn't know better right now. And if you went after them, they all drown. He's like, but if he went to the ones coming, he could help them and then grab the next row and grab the next row. So now rather than go chasing everybody, throw your raft, throw your jacket into the water and start seeing who swims to it. Right? And that your messaging could be that, your events are that, like all these things are that. You're throwing your thing into the water
because they want it.
Swims towards it. Right. And then they're swimming towards it so you know they're ready. Right? They're open.
That's a great one. Because how many times, that's what happened to a girl in 5th grade, Lucy Crespo. We were traumatized in 5th grade. Because she was a great swimmer, and we were at the school picnic at the end, and a girl that kind of lost her footing, and Lucy Crespo tried to help her, but the girl was panicking and fought her, and who do you think ended up drowning? Lucy Crespo, the best swimmer in our class. It was just devastating. So I get what you're saying. Let me ask you this. The piece, as far as why or how, what is it, the piece that enables you to relate to so many people, and especially the ones that think no one sees them, no one hears them, the world has me on mute, I don't matter, and we see them, and I speak again because we've been them. And so talk about how your origin story, that it's never been just about one thing, but you couldn't have gotten here without having been there, and you owe a lot of who you are to the previous versions of who you were. Take us back and bring us up to where we are and how we got there. All you, right. I'm gonna blow you up right here.
No way. Blow me up.
There you go.
I've never been so happy to be blown up. Well, first, I think something you said is brilliant, and I don't want to just sweep it under the rug like it wasn't that amazing. I think when you're in the space, when you understand that we all have the same type of feelings at times, how it's shown on the surface might be different, right? Like you're not a redhead with a red beard, right? At least not this day, all right? And so you'd be like, wow, I don't know what that's like, but
I played one on Facebook. I'm just gonna say,
nice, right? You played the part. If I had to pick someone to play me in a movie, I'd pick you. Not sure you would accept, but I would pick you. But just because we don't know what the actual surface level vision was,
yes,
or how it was lived, doesn't mean we don't know the feeling of how that happened, right? Because we all felt like we haven't been seen. We've all felt like we haven't been understood, right? We all felt like we were an outsider, like we were isolated, like no one got it, like no one understood it, right? We all felt like that. So when you take this is why I feel like this out of the equation and just say this feeling, we can empathize with that because we've been there, right? So then when when you can see someone's pain without them necessarily telling you the pain, right? There is a connection that can happen that is stronger than typical.
You got that right.
Right?
Yes.
So when you're willing to be open, right? Like we're very open about our experiences and our journeys in life, in this space, and all of it, business, etc. Right? Just in one conversation, we've heard about each other failing, about succeeding, about helping, about being dicks, about not being it, about big hearts, about selfish. Like we've heard it in a short conversation. Why? Because we were open to it. Right? So now when someone else is open with us, we're already open, so we can connect there. Right? We're willing to go there. A lot of people are guarded, so they're not willing to go there. Right? I always tell people like, you can use what I say to try to hurt me, but I've already been through that hurt. Like that won't hurt me. I've already lived it.
Got that right.
All right. So it's like bring me back there. I've already experienced that neighborhood. Right? It's not going to be new for me. Mm-hmm. So I don't worry about that. I tell my story and I open up about it, so people feel like they can open back.
Exactly.
Right? We're receiving. Yeah, it gives others the courage to do so. It's like why you go on stage and speak about your story and about your life, because it gives other people the courage to acknowledge theirs and share theirs. Yes. Right. And then the confidence to keep moving forward. There's Justin. We talked about him. Don't tell him.
I know. That's throw him up. Right.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I want to share something because let's just tell them we have agreed, Michael and I. We don't know what it is, what it's going to be called, but people like us don't have to. We will, but when we say, our word is our bond and we're going to do this thing, we want to combine forces and put together a live event, because you saw the sizzle reel from Michael's event, and now I'm just going to show you a 1 minute sizzle from the next impact, only because the similarity of the frequency is what I want, because you don't find it everywhere. So it's the kind of thing you can't practice, you can't pretend, you can't purchase it on eBay. It is not just me, it is not just Michael, it is what happens when the power of we, that was a shameless plug, my other event, when we bring everything we are. I refer to these experiences, like you said, the experience as a modern day stone soup experience. Bring that onion, bring that carrot, bring that toenail, whatever. Well, not the toenail. Don't bring the toenail. I said, no, leave the toenail, but bring the veggies, right? Bring the veggies and throw it in the pot known as this community, that community, just community, family, tribe, take your pick. And this is what happens. So here's a little taste of what it's like when we. Oh, no, wait a minute. Am I sharing? Okay, wait, y'all, because I am not. How do I do it? I'm sorry.
You're doing a great job of like salting. You're building the anticipation. You're building the hunger to see it now.
This is like new stuff.
And, I'm more excited now than I was a minute ago. You're doing great.
It was easy to pull up. Why is it mine? In the meantime, while I'm doing this, when is your next event? Because you got a couple coming up. Don't you have something in August?
Yeah, well, we have a men's retreat like in 2 weeks.
Talk about that.
Right. The men's retreats are my favorite. One of my favorites. It's just awesome to have men come together, drop the armor, grow, connect, realign, recharge. I think that's needed more than ever, just because of the confusing messages in society now about what's acceptable or not acceptable to be a man, and just there's just a lot of things around that makes it confusing for a lot. Unless you're like me and you're just me, I guess I was going to say that. Dr. Lauren, your energy is awesome, right, Mallory? I agree. I'm sorry, I just read a comment about you. What?
I found
what? You guys are dressed up.
I found it. I mean, I found how to do it. So
you have to dress up. Do you have to be dressed up as your event?
No, this was the finale.
Okay. Right. I was going to say, I was like, hold up. Do I have to dress up?
No, but
I'll do it for you.
Don't play, because I already know when you want to.
I come in looking like Peaky Blinders.
Look, I love that show.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. What you know about Peaky Blinders?
They call me Tommy.
Well, here we go. Here's a peek at the finale of the next Impactor, and we're matching energy for sure.
Welcome to tonight's outstanding event, the next Impactor. Are you guys excited? Yes.
It's not about us as much as it is about our impact. And so I am so grateful for the causes that we're working with.
Our 2019 next Impactor winner, Tamara Hunter.
See, let me get rid of that. So listen, let me get that off the screen because I don't want stuff to start playing. I want to say this. What stood out to me and why I wanted to show that clip was the service, the checks, the causes. When I went to your page for your movement, it said cause. The page category was cause. I've never seen that. And then when Tamara was doing her thing and we were talking about, because we raised money, each team had to raise, that was the first thing we gave them to do as a group, was to choose a nonprofit that none of you have any affiliation with to raise funds over the next year, because this was a year-long competition. And when I saw that in yours, I was like, oh my God, it was like you were, time. Listen, this is what I want to do right here. And I mean this, you guys. How we doing on time, you guys? Good. I want to say this to you. And because this is what I want you all to seek. And it is possible. You're a brother. I'm telling you. You really are. People say, oh, and I'm brother from another mother. But I look at it like this. I'm making this right here, right now. Because this is what it feels like. And this is a real thing, you guys. And I want you to look for this in your journey, along your journey. Here's what I want to say. Sometimes we find people or we're introduced to people, we cross paths with people and we go, oh, man, you know what? We come from the same neighborhood. We come from the same type of journey. But then sometimes you meet people like this and I immediately know, oh my goodness, look at this, Michael. We were cut literally from the same bolt of cloth. Which means when I see those checks and I see the faces of the people we serve, there's only one way those faces can look like that. And that's because they've been poured into from the same cup. I just am so excited because I had to go through a lot of empty eggs, nothing in it, to see somebody doing what you do. So I'm just so grateful. And I wanted to take that time to say that to you. Seriously. And Martha, I need a bell. I know that's right. Martha, the fact that you drew the same kind of person I drew, that's why we want our people to meet each other. So Michael, tell them whatever you feel is next, because I can keep going. But I'm not gonna. Tell us about the event that you have in the fall. That's the one. I think am I coming to that one?
Oh, you're like, yeah, no, you're hot cold with me. No, I'm kidding. You're not at all.
I was like, really?
No, I'm just messing with you. I do a lot of jokes. I'm sorry. They're not funny other than to me, but they're still jokes nonetheless.
I know.
The one in the fall, we have a couple in the fall. The one is our hybrid event. I love that. We wanted to be able to impact people near and far and understand that everyone's situation is different at different times. Some can't get into the room. I always say get in the room. The room's different. All right? You can't reenact the room. All right. There's no like sugarcoat in the room. Why I stayed away from virtual so long was because you can't reenact the room. You can't create it. Right. No. It's just something you have to experience. You can't create it. Right. So this doesn't take the place of it, but it does give opportunity for people to be able to get poured into, see community, connect with people, see something bigger, get hope. Right. I always say it's like some of the most powerful things on hope on earth is hope and belief. If you have those two things, you could do some things. All right. I used to coach basketball, and I always said the worst thing you can do is give a bad team hope. Right? Because they'll start believing. All right. And that means they'll start doing.
Yes.
All right. And then you have a chance for the bad team not to be the bad team that day. They're going to be the good team. You're going to be the bad team. All right. And so if we can create, and that's why I always say, like, part of every event we do, there's mindset involved.
Yeah.
It has to be, right? Because this is an engine. All right. We got to make this thing run and then run the way it'll best get us to where we want to go to, our destination. All right. So we created a hybrid event where it'll be, 30, 50 people in person. And then like last year, there was, I think, 346 that checked in live. Now it's over 1,000 that checked in after replay. So, and this year we want to do it even bigger and better. We have some of the speaker lineup for it. It's beautiful, right? Yeah. We're not finished yet, but we're getting there. We created this virtual arena. We created it for ourselves and others because the virtual arenas are so expensive. They're crazy to rent. They're like 80,000, 100,000, 500,000 for a virtual arena. Idea. Are you insane? All right. So I was like, no, they're keeping it from people being able to have impact. I thought we were doing all this for people to be able to have impact.
Yes.
Not for them not to be able to have impact. Right. So I'm like, no, let's build this so then people can use it, rent it, and have more impact.
I know that's
so we created this virtual arena, 10-foot high screen, 30-foot long screen, LED wall.
I love that thing, by the way.
It's beautiful. It's insane. Beautiful. It's insane.
Let me ask.
It's dope.
What is this, and how do I get to be? I want to go.
Right?
I've never been on a retreat, period, let alone a men's retreat.
What? Don't tell me. We might actually.
I've never been on a retreat.
We literally like last week got an opening, so I think we have an opening for it. It was sold out. It is the most heavy hitting men's retreat we have had yet.
Martha, how are you gonna be at the men's retreat?
No, she's at the virtual.
Oh, I was gonna
say what? No, but we rent out this like mansion in Florida.
Wow.
It's different.
We did that. We rented out one in was it Miami and did it the right. So it was great.
Listen, there's a hilarious story.
When is that one?
That's in 2 weeks. It's right after my birthday. We're doing it for my birthday weekend.
Okay.
Don't tell me. Let's go.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. They're demo.
You can hear that?
Demo, baby. That's demo, baby. That's what it sounds like. We're there. We're partying.
That's why I'm moving into an office this afternoon. Yes.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be like that. Off the charts.
I know, for a month and a half.
Right. It's going to be like that. That's why you should go to the men's retreat now.
I hang out afterwards for a couple minutes. I want the deets. No, seriously, because when did you say it?
Celebrate my birthday, man. It's
when is it?
June 6th to the 8th.
June 6th through the 8th. And
yes,
I was going to go to Costa Rica, and now I'm not.
Oh, my goodness.
So
it's
I
open.
could do it. That was the same time. It was the 4th through the 8th.
Oh.
Where's it at?
Right outside Orlando in the Reunion, Florida. Listen, it's so funny.
You know what?
Someone wants. Go ahead.
I canceled going to an event in Orlando. Wait a minute. I just told them last night, I'm not going to be able to. The 16th through the 18th. So fine, they won't be there yet.
Perfect.
I've been there. Good. There we go. I'm in.
We escaped.
Listen, tell people what they're going to find when they hit you up over at Facebook. What's waiting for them when they get over there?
Man, all I want to do everywhere we go is create opportunity for real talk. It's not always going to be motivation and sunshine. It's not going to be the BS. We're going to have real talk. And I want people to be able to come there and see. I think we're getting killed by the BS, Instagram, laptop, lifestyle, fake ass photos, the only the wins, the fake ass wins, the things that didn't even happen. Sorry, I went through this whole thing without cursing. I don't know if you consider ass cursing, but if you do, I apologize. No, all right, cool, thank you. I try to always respect other people's platforms.
Yeah.
But there is so much BS in this space, and that's what scares me, because people get scarred, like you talked about earlier, burnt from the space and they run from it. The space can help you. There's some suckers in the space that can't. That's the difference, right? So acknowledge the sucker and move on, right? Like if they're a fake, a fraud, right, a scammer, acknowledge it and move on. They're in every space.
And let me say this. Once you know, see, you got to remember, some of us, we don't watch mouths. Oh, don't hang around with them. And then next you know, you're driving past an event and you see them up on the screen outside here today only with the person they warned you about.
Right.
Didn't you tell me to stay away from? See, so yes, I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. And I get it. Listen.
Right. Okay. No, tell me. Listen, I'm listening. Okay.
Hang out backstage. And we need to talk about Orlando real quick.
All right.
I want you guys to head over, check out everything about Michael Fabber and his events, everything he touches. Trust me, there's some gold in it somewhere. That's what he does. He mines for gold, and he mines for it in people just like us. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for putting up with me today. It's been a fantastic hour. I hope you all have been touched and poured into in a way unlike you have been in a long time. Now, all I ask is this, for all of us to get out there today, look for that one E and that one R. You're already great. Take it to greater. Take bright to brighter, strong to stronger, and my personal favorite, kind to kinder. Sorry about the noise, but you know what? Sometimes you got to tear some shit down to build up something better. Take that with you and apply it to everyone and every place you go today and every day. I promise to meet you, God willing, tomorrow morning on the front porch, wherever that may be. So together we can have another illuminated conversation at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm Dr. Lauren. This is Bathrobe Moments. And remember, do not slam my screen door on your way out of here. And don't forget, Dr. Lauren absolutely loves you. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Have your best day ever. We'll be back live tomorrow morning. Have the best day. Michael, hang out, dude. Orlando, here I come. You guys get out of here. I love you. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Michael. Great job. Okay, already. Jesus. Use your inside voice.